these wood pieces, do you think they're going to sink or float?
I think, what about this one?
What do you think?
I want to get some rocks.
This is kind of light. It's wood. It's compact though. So remember, density is about how compact something's going to be. So what do you think? I think this is going to sink. Ah, he just proved me wrong. It's floating. Wait, buddy, we got to wait. So we have a lot of things that are floating. We haven't found any things that are sinking. Let's see what sunk. We have Michelangelo at the bottom, and that is as dense as syrup, right? We don't have anything in the water level yet, or do we? Nope, nothing in the water level. So we either have things that are floating right above with the oil or have sunk all the way down to the bottom, but nothing floating in between. Okay, what else we got? We have this tangerine. You have to guess. What are we thinking? It's a little tangerine. You think, guys, it's going to sink or float? Is it as dense as the syrup, less dense, or super less dense? Oh, he threw it in, and it is. You guys see it? It's floating in between the oil, but it looks like it wants to sink a little further. So that was kind of in between the two. But no, that's the food coloring. Okay, what about combo? Don't throw them in yet. We have to guess. I think he's probably be as light as water. He's going to be probably in between. I think he's going to be right here. What do you guys think? In the oil or the syrup? The oil or the syrup? You think he's going to right here in the oil? What do you guys think? No, he doesn't have any room. Ah, he's floating. Boo! Okay, what about this leg? Oh, this feels really heavy. So this is a part of a robot. We got a lot of floating objects. All right, friends. This is kind of heavy. Do you think it's going to sink or float? Is it going to be down to the water level? Do you think it's going to be to the water level or the syrup? Let's see. I think it's going to be probably down to the syrup. I want to find something that's going to go down to the water level. It's going to float in between. Let's see. I think it's going to sink. Ready? Here it goes. It all went down. Where is it? It's actually in between, friends. You see it? Here's the syrup. It's in the syrup. It's not all the way to the bottom. And it's kind of in the water. Yay, I found something that's kind of in between. How cool is that? Yeah, you see it? So it's kind of sitting right on top of the oil and the syrup, but it's not at the bottom. But it's not really floating. It's kind of cool. So some things that you think are going to sink, you don't fully sink. All right, one last thing before we switch over to our new presenter. Let's take a look. You want blocks? Go find a block. You have a whole chest full. No, rocks are heavy. Let's see. Oh, Miss Callie's up next with ASL. That's awesome. So I hope you guys, this is a fun little experiment. You could try it home. Okay, go get a rock. He wants to go get a rock. Do you guys think it's going to sink or float the rock? I think it's going to sink. Rocks are usually pretty heavy. Okay, let's find one more object that I think is pretty heavy. What is nail clipper? Sink, yeah, I think rocks are going to sink. Let's see about this. Is kind of light. All right, I'm going to see if I can get it through to the bottom. Sink or float, friends. I think it's going to maybe be by the water. Let's hope. Where'd it go? It went down. Where did it go?
I can't find the rocks.
Yeah.
It's too rubbery.
Next time, I think we're not going to put any food coloring. See, experiment. Sometimes they work perfectly and sometimes they don't. But that one definitely went past the oil. And I don't know if it's in the syrup. That's going to be fun to clean up. All right, friends. I hope you enjoyed this segment of Adventures with Isaac and Mommy / art. We were kind of doing a combination of both. All about density. Try it at home sometime. Let's see if Miss Callie's ready for us. Doesn't look like yet. So let's find a couple more objects, Isaac. You want a rock? Let's see. He really wants to see what a rock's gonna do. You think a rock's gonna sink? All right. You have to go find one. Oh, can you find a rock? Go find a rock. Somewhere. He's going. He's going to go find. Hey! Hi, Miss Kayla. So
Thank you very much, Isaac and
You're
Mommy, for
welcome.
this
Bye.
excellent demonstration today. My name is Miss Callie, and I am going to be working on American Sign Language with everybody. Now, not everybody knows that sign language is in different languages. So we practice American Sign Language here in America, but just like other countries have different languages, there are different sign languages as well in different countries. So we practice American Sign Language. Now, this week we've been working on our alphabet, and we did finish A through Z. I thought it would be cool if we went through our alphabet before we started our numbers again today. And we started our numbers yesterday. We made it up to 15. So I thought we would start with our alphabet, and then we would go ahead and work on our numbers. I'd like to share my screen so you can see the alphabet. And then we're going to sing the alphabet, and I'm going to go ahead and sign that. So would I be able to share my screen? No, I'll just do the alphabet. All right, are we ready? We're gonna sing the alphabet song.
Miss Callie, so sorry. Yes, we went ahead and we enabled it, so you can share your screen now if you'd like to.
Okay, so this is a overview of the alphabet for you to see. So you should see that right now. It says American Sign Language alphabet. You can find this any place on any site. You can search an image. You could also search for a video. But I wanted to give you a quick overview of that before we went ahead and we started signing. So are we ready for our alphabet? This is clapping. And let's go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time will you sing with me? Wonderful, wonderful job, Morgan. Very, very good. I'm proud of you. Have you been practicing? I am sure you have. Okay. So we're going to move on to our numbers. Monday through Wednesday, we worked on ABCs. Yesterday, we started numbers. So we're going to start again because it was new. And I'm going to start with our number 0, our number 0. So everybody should see number 0. And in order to make the 0, we simply touch our thumb to all 4 of our fingers. So here is our 0. And we face that out so that our thumb is facing us. And we use our dominant hand, our writing hand, when we sign. So we will constantly use the same hand. We don't want to switch hands and confuse anybody. So our next number is very, very simple. This is the number 1. And all we have to do is put the number 1 up. So that's our pointer finger. When you do your numbers, we always face our palm towards us. So my palm is faced towards me. And for 1 through 5, we're going to have our palms facing us. So I have the number 1 here, and then I will do the number 2. So I will use my 2 fingers up just like this. Now my pointer finger and my middle finger are up. Now when I do my number 3, it's different. We don't want to get confused with that W in the alphabet. So for the number 3, we stick out our thumb. And actually, if you look at some sports teams, some referees, you'll see them do this as well for the number 3. So it's a little bit awkward, but with a little bit of practice, it does become much easier. And when you practice, it comes to you more naturally. Now for the number 4, we'll tuck our thumb in and we'll bring up our 4 fingers. And that's our number 4. And for number 5, this is our traditional number 5. Just stick our thumb out. We have our whole hand up. And that's our number 5. I love watching people practice. It's beautiful. Okay, so now we get a little bit more difficult because our numbers are all one-handed. We don't use 2 hands when we sign numbers in American Sign Language or ASL. So this is when we turn our hand. Now we're palm out, and it's our 5 position. And for our number 6, we touch our thumb and our pinky. Thumb and our pinky. And this is the number 6. Now, for number 7 and 8 and 9, we are going to go in order of index finger or ring finger, middle finger, and then pointer finger. So we are going to switch from our pinky to our index finger for number 7. Then we will switch from our index finger to our middle finger for number 8. Then for number 9, we're going to switch from our middle finger to our pointer finger, and it looks like an F. We don't really want it to look like an F. F is more rounded. We want to flatten our fingertips here. So our pointer and our thumb should be flattened. And this is number 9. And I'll give you a little hint about an animal sign. For the cat, we use the number 9. They have 9 lives. So a cat has 9 lives, and then we put our fingers up to our face, and that's our cat's whiskers. So we have our cat has 9 lives, and they have whiskers. So it's a really great way to remember our signs. So lots of our signs have little memory tricks. So let's try counting 1 through 10. And 10 is just the thumb up. So we've done 9, and then we close our fingers and we use our thumb up, and this is 10. So let's try thumb counting 1 through 10. Ready? Palm towards you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wonderful. Good work. Okay. I'd like to go on to number 11 through 15. So remember, number 10 was our thumb up. And it's 1:27, so I don't think we're going to have time to go 11 to 13. So I think what I'll do is I'll give you another animal sign. And usually the dog is sleeping right behind me and he's not there. So for dog, we are going to slap our leg and snap. Dog, 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 dog. So that's our sign for dog. So now we have 2 pets, pet, first, cat, and second, dog, dog. Now, sometimes people have other pets like fish. So fish is going to be your closed 5 hand. Turn it to the side and wiggle it just like a fish. And you can make your fish go any direction. So let's say he's swimming in the tank and he's going this way. Oh, but then he dives down. Oh, and then he swims up, and maybe you've sprinkled some food there. And so he comes up to eat the food, and then he comes back down, and maybe he'll hide under a rock. So when we do sign language, we don't just have signs. I told you on the first day that there's parts of a sign. So we always have our movement, we have our hand shape, we have the position of our sign, and we have the type of hand shape, which I think I said already. Right now, it's time for us to welcome, I think it's monkeying around. Is that possible? Is somebody going to be monkeying around? Zookeeping with Miss Marcy, monkeying around. It's true. Well, let's see some monkeying around.
Thank you, Miss Kaylee. Hi, everybody. My name is Miss Marcy. Some of you may know me. I see some familiar faces in there. Hi, Preston. Hi, Maritza. I am a TA over at the Becca campus. And before I got my start in teaching, I did a lot of work in science, and I actually went to school and was a zookeeper. So I am going to share my screen, and I am going to teach you guys all about monkeys. Let me get my chat screen back up so I can see you guys. Let's see if I can get it up. No, oh, let me go back. So this is actually me. I probably will talk a little later in the year about, this is actually me and a lion. So I actually, though, am going to focus all about monkeys today. So can anybody tell me, and I am having trouble bringing my chat up, so I don't know that I'm going to be able to see you guys, how many monkey species there actually are in the world? And I can't see your all's chat screen, and I don't know why. So there
Miss
are
Marcy?
actually, yeah.
Miss Marcy, you can't pull up your chat screen when you're sharing a screen. So
Okay.
if people are typing stuff in to you, then your tech team will get on the mic and we'll let you know.
Great, thank you so much. Okay, so there are
Izzy
actually
said 100 million.
100 million. That's a little high, but that is an excellent guess. There are actually 260 monkeys in the world, and they live all over. And they actually share something that is common with us. Monkeys are mammals. Can anybody name something else that is a mammal? Maybe something that is sitting at a chair watching this show right now and goes to school with UCP. Does anybody have a guess? Humans are actually considered mammals. So we have that in common with monkeys. As I said, monkeys live all over the world. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. They are considered to be very, very smart. They have thumbs that allow them to use tools and play games. If you guys were to put your thumbs down and try to pick an object up on a table, you guys would find it a little bit more difficult. When I was a zookeeper, I had a lot of people used to ask me and tell me, where can I get a monkey? I want a monkey as a pet. And I would say, no, you do not want a monkey as a pet. They have thumbs. They will open any kind of cage or housing you have them in. They will pick stuff up. They will throw stuff around. So they are extremely smart. Monkeys are broken up into two groups. We have the old world monkeys and the new world monkeys. And I'm actually going to show you a map here in a second to show you how they're broken up. And all monkeys have tails. I know sometimes you guys will see on TV, they'll show maybe a chimpanzee and they'll say monkey. No, monkeys have tails. Usually apes do not have tails. So, and here's a little interesting fact. According to NASA, actually, how many of you gone over on the coast and either watched a rocket launch or seen the space shuttle? Well, before they sent humans actually into space, the first living creature to go up in space was actually a rhesus monkey. So I told you before that they actually use tools. So I'm going to show you a quick video. And this is actually a capuchin monkey. And he has a nut sitting on that log. And he can't open it. Whereas you and I would go get a hammer or a nutcracker. He is actually using a rock as a tool. And so that's another reason to show you why they don't make good pets. I don't think any of your parents would really enjoy this monkey throwing that rock around everybody's houses. Let me see. So as I mentioned before, monkeys are divided into two groups, old world and new world. Old world monkeys are going to be your larger ones and are actually going to live over towards Africa and Asia, which is, if you guys can see, is over here where I have my mouse. And your new world primates are going to be over here in Central and South America. Now, I have a bit of a trick question for everybody. Who thinks that monkeys live in Florida? Do I have any no's or yeses? Monkeys are actually not native to Florida. You normally wouldn't find them in Florida, but I have a